Okay. Sixth grade standard expressions and equations. Sixth grade expressions and equations. Seventh and eighth standard. Seventh standard talks about one-step equations. The eighth standard will be in another video. In this particular video, we'll discuss one-step equations using the four main operations. If we look in the first box, the addition, you see x plus 9 equals 12. They call them one-step equations because there's only one step required to solve them. If you notice, the x is boxed. That means we want it by itself, so it won't move. So we indicate using a down arrow to bring it down. You move the constant. That's really the only step. And the constant in this case is 9. So we'll subtract 9 from both sides because subtracting 9 would be using the inverse of adding a 9. And you're left with x equals 3. You can check it by plugging or substituting 3 in for the x to see if 3 plus 9 equals 12. And when you do, you see that it does. Looking in a subtraction problem, we use x minus 9 equals 12. Again, the only step you need to do is to move the constant of 9. We subtracted in the beginning, so using the inverse would be adding a 9 to both sides. On the left side, we bring down the x, and we cross out the subtract 9 plus 9. We bring down the equal sign, and on the right side, we're left with 12 plus 9, or x equals 21. If we wanted to check it, we could plug 21 in for x to see if 21 minus 9 equals 12, and it does. In the multiplication section, we're looking at 4x equals 24. Well, we need to understand that there's an implied multiplication symbol in between that 4 and that x. So that really reads 4 times x equals 24. If I use my fraction bar to divide on both sides, I divide by the coefficient. Since the coefficient is 4, 4 goes under the fraction bar on both sides. Eventually the 4's cancel out on the left side. I'm left with x equals, and that 24 over 4 translates